Hello, we're live. Sadai, how are you? Thank you for joining me.
Hello, how are you, Merit? Very, very
Thank
happy to be
you.
here.
Thank you. We're live on the Hotel Marketing Live Show, as I like to call this show. And today it's all about what's on the menu of the hotel marketing space. So, those who have been following myself and collaborators on social media, Instagram, and LinkedIn know that we now have a nice platform with a lovely bunch of people where we offer a variety of services all in the hotel marketing space, as you say, and the hotel marketing space. So if you want to know what exactly we're talking about, this is the website. So it's a platform that was launched a couple of we actually it was launched over a month ago. As time flies, uh, but we really started only a couple of weeks ago, putting out there the services and talking a bit more about these services with our friends in hotels, restaurants, and spas. So Sadai is here to ask me some questions about these different services. If you want to check them live, you can go on the website so you know better what we're talking about. Otherwise, we will talk about them here. You might have watched the live, not last week, I think the week before with Tamara, where we introduced the platform and talk about the different sections in the platform. So there's a hire as you go part, there is a consulting part, there's an education part, and there's a networking part. Today, it's all about the hire as you go platform, mostly the hire as you go, but not only, but most of the initial services for the pilot phase are focused in that area. And Sadai and I are here to talk about that. Shall we start, Sadai? Do you have any
Yes,
opening questions for me?
yes, it's so exciting to have this hotel marketing space, launched as you were saying, and starting to see how it takes shape and how different services are being added. So I guess the first question, well, I really would love for you to give a super quick brief of how you came up with this idea. You're an amazing collaborator, networker. You brought us together like since a long time ago in different spaces, and so I would like to know where this idea came from, and how you see it, being given birth.
Well, the idea actually came from all of you. The idea really came from connecting and collaborating with so many awesome people like yourself. So the idea, I think the best ideas always come very spontaneously, right? They always come without you really thinking that an idea is being developed until you realize at some point it's actually an idea. You know, it's an idea of something that could go beyond conversations online, right? Conversations also offline, yeah. So the nice thing I think of what has happened over the past year and a few months since like March of last year is that we have taken our online conversations offline, right? We have seen that what started as online conversations even ended up being friendships and true collaborations, right? People that we know, like, and trust. And I think, and these are actually your favorite words, right? The ones you know, like, trust other people is when you feel, well, let's take things further and let's actually do some projects together, work on some projects together. So that was really the whole idea. I think it was just in the making while we were chatting and we were collaborating and taking things from online to offline.
Yeah, and you were great at bringing amazing people that have like amazing experience, work experience, and life experience, and that we all connected in a way, as you're saying, like at a personal level, like a human level, right? Like it is a professional, but who really connects on a human level. So I think this project, the hotel marketing space, will be a hub of amazing talent that want to work together with other people in the marketing, the hotel marketing space. And it's a great opportunity for the hotels and spas and restaurants, but also for the marketers to come all together and create, a community that will grow together. So I love, love, love that. So you were saying that the hire as you go. I think the landscape has changed enormously
Dramatic.
the last 2 years, right? 2.5 years ago, everything changed. But at the same time, digital marketing is a very dynamic situation, right? And then on top of that, we have the pandemic. So hotels and spas and restaurants have they had to like adapt to all these changes, and it's not over. Even if the pandemic is over, which I don't even know if it is, but whatever.
No one does. Yeah.
But let's say it's over. The changes will still come up, right? And the old way of like hiring someone and building a marketing team for the hotel, for example, it's something that probably it's not, the best idea, or it's not even possible, right? For some businesses. So can you tell me how this hire as you go can help?
So absolutely. Now, as you rightly said, things have changed dramatically. And you mentioned digital marketing. Maybe it's good to highlight that the hotel marketing space is not only about digital marketing. So we also have public relations, and we also have communications. We also have personal development. So it really is everything that hotel marketers need, right? So we tend to sometimes think of marketing as, so digital marketing is a big part, right? But also digital marketing, there are different subfields, right? And the whole idea of this is that if you were now to hire, and Tamar, I also spoke about this last time, if you are now to hire an in-house marketing team with all these skills, with all the tasks that you need, well, good luck. You know,
Yeah.
it's not possible. The field of marketing has become so complex, right? Has become so complex that it's impossible to find just like two or three people who are able to tick all boxes. It's just not possible, right? And that's where you think of a hire as you go, because there are some tasks that you need. Let's say, for instance, and we can get into the details right now of services. So let's pick, for instance, one service which I like a lot is the website SEO assessment, right? Now, with so as a service that you pay as you go for someone, a senior digital marketer, to assess your website from a search engine optimization perspective. Now, for goodness sake, if you want, you can hire an in-house SEO specialist, but do you really need to hire one? I mean, it wouldn't make any sense, right? It wouldn't make any sense to hire an in-house SEO specialist. Also, the SEO specialist does not want just to work in one place. They want to work on different projects. So it works both ways, right? It's not just from the hotel perspective, but also for the marketer's perspective.
Right.
So this is so let's take that one as an example. So if you go on the website, how it would work, a hotel would get on the website. So it's hotelmarketing.space/shop. You would go under digital marketing services and you would click on website SEO assessment, and you would book that online exactly as you do your online grocery shopping. You can do your online hotel marketing shopping, right? You book online, and online you get all the information needed for the service. The deliverable is very clear. So in this case, you would have someone who will deliver within 5 working days a multi-page report. There's a checklist to see how your website is performing from an SEO perspective, what is working, what is not working, and suggestions, right? You get that, and then you can, if the hotel decides as well, there are quite a few things that need to be done, right? This is an extra that you can then hire the digital marketing to work on those points that need to be solved, right? Or you might say, listen, my budget is only X, let's solve the first two issues and we will solve the next two issues afterwards. And so you hire as you go, as you really need. Does this make sense, Sadai?
Totally, totally. And as you're saying, like we might need, like for example, a hotel might need, to improve their ranking online, but at the same time, they're launching something, so they need, you know, uh, probably a PR person and
Yeah.
probably someone who knows how to do launches, like in a brick and mortar, not digitally, as you were saying, or they need a photographer. So tell us how all these different components make really sense. How you cannot hire an in-house do it all, because I see the descriptions, sometimes the job descriptions are like, you need to, that most of all digital marketing jobs, right? It's like you need to know everything and anything, and be super expert at anything, and that's not
Not
really, it's not a reality. So yeah.
exactly. So as the opening example is the best example because that is when hotels need the most support, right? Let's say you need someone to work. One of your favorite topics is email marketing, right?
Right.
So they will not hire an in-house email marketing expert, but they will hire someone to tell them what type of emails they would need to send out. They will structure their whole nurturing, right, process. They will help, they will assist with the copy, maybe with the implementation, the integration. Also there, it can be done in bits and pieces. What if a hotel already has, I don't know, for instance, MailChimp set up, already has a database, but needs help with writing the copy of the next newsletter? Well, they can buy just that, right?
Right.
What if they don't have a newsletter design? They just want the design, and then they have a copywriter they like to work with. So they already have the copywriter, but they don't have someone to design the newsletter, right? So they can buy that. It really is thought in a way that you get what you truly need, right? You are not paying for anything more, you're not paying for anything less. But what we can guarantee, and you know some of the people, right, behind this project, it's really very talented people, right? For each and every task is people who know how to get that specific job done, right? You need a photographer. Well, earlier today I had a call with someone. We are talking about photography. I said, but what kind of photography? So you're talking about food photography, you need interiors, lifestyle. What type of style of photography? More luxury, more hipster kind. There are so many different photography styles. And for that, we have a good network of photographers. We can tell them which photographers fit which boxes, and if they're available to travel or if they're local, what is the budget of the hotel for the photography session. So you see, there are a lot of details that we do take into account. And that's why we're only launching a set of services now. And these will grow, right? Because it takes time to find the right people for each and every task.
Of course. And you mentioned something that I find very interesting, that, for example, different people, different photographers with a different style, that probably a luxury hotel needs one type of photography, and a more, I don't know, another type of hotel needs another type of photography, right? Or for the spa area, they need a type of photography, and for the, I don't know,
Good.
yeah, for the food they need another one. So what I found interesting that you mentioned and uh, came in up for me was, you have this network of people. So you've been working in the marketing, in the hotel marketing space for a good while, right? How many years? Many years.
Well, now in total, so I've been in communications for 11, 12 years in communications, with hotels specifically 8 years. Yeah.
Yeah, and then people who have been in the marketing space or in the hotel space, or both, for many years, and these are the type of people. It's not only
May I
professionals.
interrupt you to say something here?
Sure.
Everyone in my network is way better than myself.
Oh, you're
Okay?
so
No,
kind.
it's true. It's true. No, it's true. Every single person I am collaborating with are way better than myself, right? I am just the one putting these things together, right? I am like, or like you can call like the project manager in this
Yeah.
of the project of the platform. But every single person I collaborate is way better than myself. It's a very selfish thing because I want to learn, so I want to learn from you all. And I can only benefit from collaborating with people like yourself, Tamara, and others. Yeah.
Everyone in there is amazing. I can attest to that. We all have different talents and different skills. Yours, as I was saying at the beginning, is bringing people together, besides your marketing experience, and your hotel experience, but bringing these people that are passionate professionals that care about what they do. And something that I think we've all mentioned it at different points is that Mireille is recognized by her, how can we say it, attention to detail. Like everyone who knows you, right? I am a perfectionist, a recovering perfectionist. So I will tell you, I'll be blunt enough to say Mirette is a perfectionist as well. So I think the
I'm not sure it's
standard.
a compliment, but yeah.
Well, a recovering perfectionist, you like it? No, what I want to say is that you always hold us to a very high standard. Like even when we were doing like a clubhouse room, which you might just, gather just to talk or whatever. It's the way that you present, um, a commitment. It's always in a way that we all know that if Mirette is saying 11, it's 11. And if she's saying that we're going to, talk about something, she gives us all the details and everything super, clear and on time and perfect. So I'm saying this because I am sure that the hotel marketing space will be a place where everyone is held to a very high standard, and that is amazing.
No, that is indispensable, right? And that I would not talk about really perfectionism as much as giving people the value they're paying for, right? The worst thing we could do as professionals is to give bad work, right?
Right.
If people are paying us, they deserve the best. I mean,
Exactly.
this is just a fact, right? In the end, people who are buying these services, they are buying and they're trusting us with their money, right? And the worst thing we could do is not deliver. And as you know me well, yes, there is no way I want to risk not delivering the best because it's the reputation of us all, right?
Yeah,
And it's
exactly.
just sad to deliver bad results. It's just sad, right?
Right. So that is important because some people might be thinking, okay, well, I can go in one of these, places where I can find a designer and ask for a pamphlet, and that's
This is
that.
not Fiverr, this is not Upwork. And I have
Exactly.
no problems mentioning because it's just a completely different standard. It's a completely different standard. It's a small group of trusted professionals, right?
Yeah.
And uh, and everything will go through me. Not to say that I'm amazing, but there is nothing that will be just delivered just like this via an app, for instance. Everything will be checked and delivered through me personally, right? This is something that I will do for sure. It's and yeah, one can call it perfectionism, but I think it's a good perfectionism in this case.
Of course. I would want to hire someone with attention to detail, with high standards. To me, that's a good hire, So if you are in charge of this, I'm sure that all the people that know you, they know that from you, and that gives the peace of mind of knowing that what I am hiring, that's what I am getting, right? Uh, where if I was to search the web, Google or go to Upwork, it's a flip of a coin. Sometimes you can get good things, you can get very crappy things. So
And we are doing all that, so right now we are in talks with several people, right, to expand the group, right? But it doesn't mean do you know how to do this? Okay, fine, you're on. Absolutely not.
right.
Absolutely not. We of course we want to expand. It's also to give other professionals. We don't know all professionals on this planet, right? To give other professionals the opportunity to be part of this. So we're reaching out to some people. But it is a lengthy process. It is like to check the work, to check the references. Accountability is very important. For me, it's super important that when we collaborate with people, that they are held accountable, right? That they feel the same need for high standards as we do, right?
Hmm.
And that they are passionate about it. That they're passionate about hotels is also very important, right?
Hmm.
Because you might have a marketing professional who does an amazing job when it comes to, I don't know what a specific task, but they don't like the hotel industry for some reason, or they just don't know it.
Mhm.
Also can become problematic, because if you are assessing even a website without any knowledge of how the hotel industry works and how people book rooms, and how you might be a good SEO specialist, but you're maybe not looking at the right things, right?
Right.
So there are a lot of factors. So we are in talks with several people to see whether or not to bring them on to the tribe, because it's becoming a tribe, right?
Mhm.
But it's not a very straightforward process. Okay, you want you're in. Absolutely, absolutely not.
Right, right. That's important to mention, I believe, because some other platforms receive whoever wants to be there.
Whoever wants to be there just gets on there, right?
Yeah, exactly. So that's interesting. So in this hire as you go, there are different types of services,
Exactly.
right? Like different
Exactly.
type of, not only different type of services in terms of as you mentioned, PR and SEO and email marketing or personal development, which yay, that's another one that I like a
Exactly.
lot, because
Exactly.
people working in the marketing in the hotel marketing space are human beings. Wow, right? So
Yeah.
we all also need to uh, pay attention to our personal development, and companies more than ever need to be also supporting the mental health or the wellness uh, of their employees. So the hotel marketing space also will consider the personal development in terms
Yes.
of professional development, but also like life skills, like
Exactly.
probably productivity or things of that nature, right?
Time management, where I know you will participate. And so personal development is key, especially when you have a lot of junior people who might not have the supervision that they need, because we said that marketing teams at hotels are shrinking, right? So they might not have the guidance, right? We will offer, so there, as you said, we will offer different formats. Like one format is the MAA sessions, right? Ask me anything session. So there's an MEA session, for instance, on personal development. So you can have a 1 hour session where you ask a personal development coach, a senior personal development coach, all sorts of questions. Yeah.
Mhm.
These are open sessions, right? So we have an EMA also for like social media marketing. We will develop EMA sessions for different topics, right?
Mhm.
And these are open sessions. For 1 hour, you can come, you have a video call, so it's a live video call with a senior professional. And by senior professional, we mean 7 years plus of experience, right?
Mhm. Mhm.
Relevant experience in that field. And you can ask this person anything for an hour.
and
Anything.
and these AMA questions sessions are amazing, because sometimes people might not even know where to start, right?
Yes.
Or what's the like they know they have a problem they need to solve, but they don't really know where to start. So probably social media or whatever it is, you're like, I know I need to do something, but I really don't know who to hire or what to do. Or I probably have an employee who can do it, but I don't know, how to guide them. So these AMA sessions can help you in terms of like giving you direction where to start. Or sometimes we have as marketers like a quick question, right? Like a question about something that came up, because again, we don't know it all, right? Like we can know a lot about, like I know a little bit about SEO and a little bit about this and that, but we cannot know at an expert level everything, right?
And
So
it's open to everyone, as you just I like the example you just made there, because it can be another marketer, let's say an SEO marketer, who all of a sudden wants to learn about influencer relations. They might need it for their job, right? So they can get on a session with a fellow professional, right? And ask questions. So this is really made by marketers for marketers, right?
mhm,
Although of course it's open maybe for non-marketing hoteliers who want to learn about, they want a crash course in an hour, they have several questions about social media marketing, right?
mhm, mhm.
We can really adapt these sessions to all levels of prior experience, to all levels of knowledge, curiosity. I mean, it's really very, very open. What we can guarantee is the person holding these sessions is a senior professional, right? It's someone who knows that topic extremely, extremely well.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. So a manager can take advantage of a session like this, and also, for example, a manager can take advantage of this, sending their colleagues or their people to one of these sessions. So it can cover different needs. So that's amazing. I love
So
it.
that is one format. Another format which is similar, but you will see in which ways, is a how-to session. So how-to sessions are really one-on-one sessions where you are guided on how to do things. For instance, I believe the one we already put online is how to create Instagram Reels, for instance, right? And this is a session, a video call, but rather than the attendee coming with a set of questions, it is really, there is like an instructor guiding the attendee through the steps that you need to take to create, for instance, Instagram Reels. Or to stay in the topic of personal development, there is a session on how to create your personal development plan, right? So this, you will be guided step by step what you need to include in your personal development plan. One way of thinking, for instance, let's say someone is relatively junior, has never created a personal development plan, has not even a clue exactly what it is. So they can attend a how-to session to put together a personal development plan, right? And then after some time, maybe after 3 weeks, book an EMA session, personal development, to ask different questions and to check whether, it's like a follow-up after creating the PDP plan. So as you see, there is also, one can also see it as a sequence, right? Of different types of services that can be purchased through the platform.
Right. Another one that I saw that was just added, because you gave the example of Instagram Reels as in getting, like, learning how to do it, right,
Yeah.
yourself.
Yes.
But I just saw that you just added specific, like a set of 15-second Instagram
Yes.
Reels, right? Like a package done for you, right?
Yes. So that is also, let's say you don't want to learn how to do Instagram Reels because content creation is not your thing, right? You want someone to create Instagram Reels for your hotel. Now, there again, bits and pieces, meaning this, the specific service that has been put now online. Let's say you can buy a set of either 3 Instagram Reels or 6 Instagram Reels, yeah? Let's say as a hotel, you already have content, you already have short video clips, you already have a lot of photography. You want to create from this existing content that you have in your library, right? Your digital media library, you want to create Instagram Reels. So you would send over what you have, you would put in the notes what topics you want, and our content creator will put together the set of Instagram Reels following your brand's tone of voice, which is very important, and your style. Yeah. So we have also there in the network amazing content creators, people who are very, very smart, and they very well understand how to adapt content to a hotel's tone of voice and overall branding, feel and look, right? Which is super important. Yeah.
Yeah, and this brings us back to what we were mentioning before. Probably you really want to have more presence. You know that reels are important right now, like to bump the engagement and your presence, but you don't really want to hire an in-house social media manager or content creator, because it doesn't make sense for your business. So this option of having a set, and then you can go along and create some other additional content and spread that, let's say, in 3 months. So instead of having to do every piece, you can do a piece and get the reels that are probably more like a newer thing or more complicated for some people, and then you have social presence, like in a consistent way, as we all should.
Yes.
Right. uh, in an easier way and a less expensive way than trying to hire someone, um, in-house, right?
Or to hire an agency. I mean, I have
Oh, yeah,
seriously no issues with my friends who work at agencies, but I do believe that the typical agency model is outdated. For some, and the interesting thing, a lot of agencies do hire external support, right?
right,
When they realize they don't have all the talent in-house.
right.
Now, another service which you might have seen, which is very similar, is the editorial plans, right?
Hmm.
So one thing, let's take Instagram as an example, because it's the most common social platform used by hotels, right?
Hmm.
You might have someone in-house that is free to do the posting. You might actually have someone who is so passionate about, iPhone photography and likes to take images and likes to put together it, but they're really not that good at writing captions and at planning, right? How the Instagram feed should look, because it's not about just an Instagram feed looking pretty. It's also about serving the purpose of, bringing heads to bed. So you need people, right, to come
Right.
to your hotel feeds and understand, first of all, that you're a hotel and that you have good rooms that they should book, right? Now, if you want someone just to put together the editorial plan, we have a content strategist that can do that for you right now. And we also have several languages. That's the good thing about our network, is that we have also different languages, right? And if we don't have, let's say, a content strategist in, let's say, who's the mother tongue in a specific language, we do have someone who can translate and make sure that the captions sound well in that language. So
Right.
that's why for every service, we also say which languages are available, which is important. Yeah,
That's amazing because we are in a global economy, right? And also in the hotel space, you want to, you're not many times, you are everywhere, right? It's not like you only have one location or one market. You may have an English market and then a German market that you want to attract. And for that, it's amazing that the professionals within the hotel marketing space can deliver in different languages, because you are also like one single hotel might have teams in different languages, right?
exactly.
So they might need different people for
Especially
that.
when it comes to public relations, if you need a press release in a certain language, you need maybe an influencer activation for a certain market, right? So as you see, it is key to be able to target different markets and to have different languages, also depending on the region one is.
Right.
What I also wanted to say is, as you see, why do I say that I have a problem with agencies? Is because with let's think, because someone can say, okay, first of all, because when I was thinking about this whole, I was taking writing down a lot of notes, and I was saying, I'm sure I get two objections to this platform. First objection is, well, why don't I go on Fiverr or Upwork?
Hmm.
Reply is, well, good luck. You don't know, you're not very sure about the quality, with all due respect. And then it's not targeting, the tasks are not targeted for hotel marketing purposes, right?
Hmm.
So these are tasks that I very well know, and the people I work with, are tasks that are needed, and how we can deliver on those specific tasks for only, well, hotels, hospitality, restaurants, and spas, right? The other objection I will get, well, there are agencies.
Hmm.
Yeah, but with agencies, you pay a retainer fee, and
Hmm.
you pay for a project.
Hmm.
If what you need is a project to put together a team with different tasks, we can also do that. But
Hmm.
let's be realistic. If you just want a couple of tasks to complement the talent you have in-house,
Hmm.
agencies are rarely the best solution, right? Very rarely,
Yeah,
yeah.
for sure.
And they're not the most cost effective solution, right? So that's where, because I did think I might get these objections at first, and then I
Yeah.
thought about it. Well, no, it's a completely different solution,
Right.
and it's a solution to a problem that I know hotels are facing, and not only hotels, but I talk about hotels because that's the reality I know, right? in just really, as Tamara likes to say, navigating the complex digital landscape, right? Where
Yeah.
you have so many things that you need to do. And it's not only for digital marketing, but it's the same for all marketing and public relations and communications.
Right.
The vision is we see marketing way broader than just very narrow field. Marketing for us is also business development and revenue management. So these are things in the working. Yeah.
And I would add again that life is very dynamic at this point. Businesses are very dynamic at this point. Like things change enormously in a second. So what you might need this month is very different
Yeah.
from what you might need 6 months from now. So an agency, it's a fixed situation, let's
Very
say, that
static.
probably you need to like pivot quickly and change your strategy and hire a different kind of service that before you didn't think you needed. So that's the flexibility also that I think it's an advantage in this sentence,
No,
in this sense
absolutely.
of as opposed of hiring in-house or an agency or something more long term, right?
No, absolutely. So we have a first set of services which are offered during this launch phase, right? Of course, we love to get feedback, yeah, feedback from hotel friends, from marketing friends, on well, all sorts of feedback, right? Maybe have ideas, some things that they think we should work on. I mean, we're very open to feedback. So we have identified these services based on the talent of the network that we already have, and that we can very confidently say we can deliver this within the day. So for each and every service, if you go on each and every one, you have the duration of how long it will take to get something delivered, or how long a video call will last, for instance. We will say the experience level of the person working. So there are three experience levels. For some tasks like community management, junior means 2 or 3 years of relevant experience. We have mid-level and we have senior. So for each and every task, there's the experience level of the person delivering, right? And we have what the deliverable is and the steps to take to book the service. So all info and the available languages, right? It's online shopping, just like as I sell my cosmetics and my beauty products, I also sell now hotel marketing services. It's the exact same way. It's online shopping, which I very much believe in. You know, we all know I'm a big believer in online purchases, right? But then in this specific case, I will be receiving the requests and liaising personally with the hotels to see what really needs. So this is something that every single hotel that will book will be in touch with myself to figure out what's the best solution. Yeah. This is something that for sure I will do. Yeah. So it's not something you book online and some unknown person. So everyone will know who's behind the platform replying and liaising with them. Yeah.
It's a personalized service. It's not just like a, yeah.
Exactly. And then before we close, we have a few more minutes. What I also want to say, and I want to stress, this platform is about everyone but myself. So everyone has to rest assured that everyone collaborating on this platform is way better than myself, knows way more than myself on every single topic, right? And this is something that I'm very proud of, right? And I think it's just the best guarantee that one can give, right? That these will be delivered as they should be.
Amazing. And tell us about, there's launch prices, right? Like
Yeah.
at this phase, when
Yes.
we are celebrating the start of the hotel marketing space, that people can take advantage right now of these
Yes.
launch prices, right?
Yes, we have launch prices because, of course, we want to celebrate. I mean, we're very happy that this is now launched. We're very happy that we're working on these projects together. So we want to give as many people the opportunity to come and celebrate with us. So we have some amazing launch prices that will not stay online for long at all, but because at some point the party needs to end, right?
Yeah.
But we're very happy to provide these launch prices so that hotels can try these out. We're sure they like them. We're sure they like us, and give us feedback. And yeah, we're very excited. Everyone on this project is very excited, which I think is gives me a lot of pride. Yeah, and also gives me also a lot of reassurance that people will deliver as I know they will. Yeah.
Yes, it's a very exciting project. I am very happy to be a part of it. Thank you very much, Miret,
I'm
for making
honored.
me part of this. And I am sure it's going to be super successful. It will help a lot of people in the hospitality um, world. As we were saying, like, no matter if you're a marketer, if you work at a hospitality, in the hospitality space, or just want to develop your career in there, there's something for everyone. So this is like hotel love, marketing love, right?
Yeah.
Like hospitality love all together in one place. And today we're not going to talk about it, but there's a networking aspect of it that will be developed as well, and different ways in which this community will come together to grow together. So this is very exciting.
Absolutely, yes. And every week or so, we'll be having a live with different people from the community so that people even see the faces, right, behind the platform, which is very important. And we'll cover different aspects. Yeah. So there are different computer contributors in different spaces, different countries. Hopefully, we'll be able to present as many of them as possible. Some might be a bit video shy. But
Yeah.
luckily, LinkedIn Audio is launching now, rolling out. Yesterday, they announced LinkedIn Audio is rolling out to everyone. They announced it yesterday. So, yeah, so our club rooms will just bring them onto LinkedIn, and we can cover more details about the platform. We will be having some very exciting virtual networking events, and that I think will just to bring people together as we used to do on different platforms, and as we continue to do now. It's just a bit more formalized, you can say, with the hotel marketing space being now live.
That's amazing. Congratulations for everything. I am very excited about this project, and I'm sure many people are. And we'll hear more about it, I'm sure. Do you want to say something else for
No,
now?
I think this gave a good idea on how the Hire As You Go platform worked. Happy to get questions in DMs, or people can email us. I think we'll carry on the conversation. Next week there should be another live where we'll discuss more specifically some digital marketing services, and then we'll take it then from there.
That's
Thank you so much,
amazing.
Sadai.
Thank you so much. It was fun to talk about this, and I'll be tuning in for sure next week for the next live. So, are you doing them at the same time, same day?
Yes, the idea is to keep it Thursday, 5 p.m. my time, 11 a.m. EST. Yes, yeah.
Okay, so we'll see you, everyone who's watching or will watch this in the replay
Absolutely.
next week. That's 11 a.m. Eastern time.
Right.
See,
And yeah.
this is the amazing thing about the hotel marketing space. I am in Montreal. It's 11:45 in the morning. Mirette?
It's in Switzerland. It's 5:45 in the afternoon. Yeah.
There you go. So we're a nice bunch, as you said on the
All
post,
the
all around the world. We speak different languages, we have different cultures, but we all share the love for marketing and the love for helping our clients. So that's amazing.
Thank you, Sadine. Thank you, everyone, for watching the live or the replay. Always love getting comments, and I already see there are already comments on my Instagram, my LinkedIn feed, so I will get to these and reply. Thank you so much, and I'll catch you next time. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.